Hey students, so we are on chapter 13, Forest, in our Pearson book, and I just want to give you a real quick overview, or the main thing I want you to get out of this chapter. As you can see, my cat in the background scratching at the window. Anyway, she's pretty funny. So in the beginning of this chapter, it talks about a torrential storm, a tropical storm, Jeannie, back in 2004, I believe it said, on an island, and that island has two countries, Haiti and the Dominican Republic. And on the Dominican Republic side, it talked about how there was enough foliage, enough trees, enough plant life that a lot of flooding didn't take place. But on the side of the Haiti country, so much deforestation had gone on over the years with agriculture and just all the various needs that people cut down forests for, that the storm caused horrible flooding and many, many deaths, right? So one of the main benefits of having a forest, a full forest, is all that plant life, all those strong, long, thick roots really hold the soil in place. And once you start taking down vegetation, whether it's taking away prairie or plant life near waterways like oceans or lakes or streams, whether it is taking down whole forests or much of the forest, you're really giving way to the potential of soil erosion. That soil washes away the nearest, the soonest rains that happen, or like this, a storm is really going to take several top inches of that soil away. It'll cause sediment pollution, and we talked a little bit about that in another chapter. And this chapter, the beginning there, kind of reminds me of the Easter Island story that we talked about several chapters ago, where, once you start once you start taking away the resources that are in place, you start to make a very poor society, right? Resource poor and eventually economically poor society. And they don't have a living to depend on. They don't have those resources to depend on, and that's what's happened to Haiti as well. So this chapter definitely delves into how do we manage forests, right? What entities in the United States or around the world are responsible for managing these forests? If you build near the forest or in the forest, to what degree do you let nature take its course and let natural fires take place? We don't want humans to be harmed, so sometimes we have to think about, well, maybe if we do a prescribed burn, a very thought out, planned burn of the forest, then we can avoid burning down people's homes and we need to keep people safe. A lot of forest seeds, like in pine cones, the seeds won't germinate unless you have that heat to really break open the encasings so the seeds can grow. So just like we learned in the prairies, the forest as well often has species that need forest fire. So it's all about managing. If we want to coexist in that forest environment, it's we can't take down too much of the forest. Not only do we know that it holds the soil in place, but also it holds those nutrients in place too, so the plants around it can thrive as well in the area or in ecosystems that are nearby, or when ecosystems blend into another ecosystem. And also, as you know, forests can take in carbon dioxide. It's called a carbon sink. And the more forests that are eliminated, the less carbon dioxide can be taken in by forests. So the more pollution will kind of hang out there in our atmosphere if we take down too much forest. So that's a little bit about that chapter. If you had time to read this chapter, great. Maybe, watch this. I'll hook you up with a couple videos. When I watched the show Axemen, not the body spray, but it's a show kind of like those Wicked Tuna or any of those shows that show us how the real raw and dangerous way people get resources for us to use. Um, I think those shows are great. I really have come to appreciate the resources around me when I watch those shows. So I'll hook you up with a couple of my favorite little episodes, clips from them, and just hopefully you'll have a real appreciation for the products that are made out of trees that are all around us, whether it be rubber from rubber trees, and that's a renewable resource. The rubber can grow back. It's kind of an interesting thing. I'll try to find a video for that too. Whether it's pencils or baseball bats, furniture, houses, there's so many things made out of tree products, paper. Um, so hopefully we appreciate all of that, and hopefully you'll appreciate this chapter.